children, I am going to start a new lesson, interesting lesson, that is lesson number 18, heredity. So first of all, we have to know a natural phenomenon that you all heard about that, like begets like. What do you mean by this like begets like? Like begets like means the offspring. Offspring means the children. Children are mainly like parents. The characters, if you see the characters, but characters also, some of you have noticed that whatever your father and mother having the character, the same character you are also having. That is what we known as what? Like begets like. So it is due to the genes. From our generation to generation, the characters are passed from one generation to another generation with the help of genes. So, first of all, to know about everything, we have to know what is genetics. So, genetics is the branch of biology that deals with genes, genetic variation and heredity. It is the branch of biology that deals with genes, genetic variation and heredity. Now we have to know what is heredity. Heredity means the characters are passing from one generation to another generation is known as heredity. The characters are passed from one generation to another generation is known as heredity. And what is genetic variation? Genetic variation means the difference. There are many differences within the individuals. So that is known as genetic variation. So individual to individual having different characters. So in one same house, two children are there means two are having different characteristics. That is known as variation, genetic variation. And heredity means what? The characters are passing from one generation to another generation is known as heredity. Now we have to know about Jacob John Mendel. Jacob John Mendel is known as the father of genetics. He is known as the father of genetics. So his period is from 1822 to 1884. From 1822 to 1884. So he was born in a poor family in a village of Czechoslovakia in 1822. In 1822, he was an Augustine monk. Monk means priest. He was a priest. So he was born in 1822 in a poor family, farmer family in Czechoslovakia, and at the age of 18, he became a priest. And after that, he went to Vienna and he has his higher studies and he studied more about physics, natural science, etc. And after that, he came back to Czechoslovakia in 1854. In 1854, he came back to Czechoslovakia, and in 1856 to 1865, in 1856 to 1865, he made many experiments to find out the variations and study about genes. He has done many experiments. So he has taken more than 10,000 pea plant. Physum sativa means pea plant, green pea plants. So that pea plants he has taken for this experiment. He has taken 10,000 pea plants of 34 varieties. 34 varieties. He had done an experiment to study about the genetics. Now we can know about his important researches and his important study on monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. Why he has selected pea plant means the pea plant has some important characteristics. What characteristics means the pea plants undergo self-pollination. They undergo self-pollination. years, the pea plant undergoes self-pollination. Self-pollination means the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma take place in the same flower. Means you can say it is a self-pollination. And it undergoes cross-pollination also. They undergo cross-pollination also. And also, what makes their life and duration is less. They are annual. Annual means each year we can produce new type of pea plants. So, their lifetime is and another important point is they have bisexual flowers. They have bisexual flowers. So here, why we got success by doing experiment in pea plants are the first the pea plants undergoes self-pollination. They undergo cross-pollination and their lifetime is annual and they have bisexual flowers. Now we have see about monohybrid cross. Before that, he had selected 7 contrasting character of pea plant. 7 contrasting character of pea plant. That is, first he had selected different seed colors. Seed color, he has selected 7 contrasting characters. 7 contrasting. He has selected first seed color. Seed color, yellow and green. Seed shape, round and wrinkled. Round makes this shape and wrinkled makes this one different shape like this. This is known as wrinkled shape. Then seed coat color, seed coat color, colored and white. Then pod shape. Pod means the outer covering of the seed. Pod shape. Pod shape. Inflated. Constricted. And pod color. Then flower position. So listen here. So here, when that has taken some contrasting characters, find some certain of plant the process involving the inheritance of only one contrasting pair of characters is known as monohybrid cross. What is monohybrid cross means? Crossing involving the inheritance of only one contrasting pair of characters known as so here crossing involving the inheritance means what are the characters involved inside the different inheritance of only one contrasting pair of characters known as monohybrid cross. So here the for the monohybrid cross Menzel has taken the biceps adder or pea plant with the one contrasting character. Then what is the contrasting character he has taken means tall and dark. So he has selected tall and dark. This is the only one contrasting pair of character taken by Mendel for his experiment in the monohybrid cross. So tall and dark plant he has taken. Here tall plant means we can write TT and dark we can write TT. So here first what happens means in F1 generation it produces T and TT. Like we are getting two offspring. So that is what we are getting is what we can say tall. There are also tall things which is dominant here. The big T is dominant here. So it is known as tall. So again that mating or crossing over this place, here we are getting what we are getting TT, capital T, then T small t and T small t and small t. So again they are crossing over, we are getting what we are getting capital T, small t, capital T, small t, small we are getting. So this is known as F2 generation. So these are this is tall plant, this is dark plant, and what they are producing? Two tall plants are producing. So you can see here here they are getting dark plant. Then by F1 generation they are getting what? Dark plant. So we are getting first dark plant, they are crossing over to the dark plant. In F1 generation they are getting two dark plants. These two dark plants again after the crossing over they are getting what? Four plants we are getting. And finally getting one small plant. So here we are getting three star plants, one small plant. So what we have to do here means we have to know the ratio, genotype ratio and phenotype ratio we have to know. What is the phenotype the external expression of a character is known as phenotype. The external expression of a character is known as phenotype. And here external expression, we are seeing how many dot plants? 3 dot plants and 1 dark plant. 3 big plant and 1 small plant we are seeing. So the phenotype ratio is 3:1. The phenotype ratio is 3:1. And the genotype means the expression of gene of a particular organism is known as genotype. Genotype means the expression of the gene of a particular organism is known as genotype. Here how many we are getting T, capital T, small t and small t, small t. So which is dominant here? The T, 2 big T are dominant, then 1 capital T, 1 small t, 1 capital T, small t and small t we are getting. So we have how many big T? 1. Then small t, capital T, small t, 2. So 1:2 and very small t, 1. So this is known as genotype ratio and this is known as phenotype ratio. So understand here monohybrid cross. Monohybrid cross means the crossing involving one contrasting pair of character. Then it is known as what? Monohybrid cross. So here we have taken 2 bison satinum plant. One is short and one is short. So then first generation we are getting only short plants. In first generation we are getting only short plants. And second generation we are getting 2 plants. And the second generation we are getting 4 plants. So first 2 plants are short and in F2 generation we are getting 4 plants. In that 4 plants, 3 plants are short and the 1 is dark plant. So phenotype ratio means what? Phenotype means already told. Phenotype means the external expression. The external expression of the character is known as what? Phenotype. The external expression of a particular trait. The external expression of a particular trait is known as phenotype. That is the ratio 3:1. And the genotype means the expression of gene of an organism is known as genotype. Here we are getting capital Q and small t and capital Q and small t 2. So that is known as genotype ratio and the ratio is 1:2:1. Now we can see about dihybrid cross. Before entering to dihybrid cross, here some terms are there. Capital T and capital P means we can say it as homozygous. Homozygous start. And small t means also we can say as homozygous dog. And here T and T means heterozygous. Since it is different, we can say it as heterozygous. So T means homozygous dog, small t and small t means homozygous dog, and small t and C means heterozygous. Next we can see about dihybrid cross. Dihybrid cross see here monohybrid cross he has taken 1 contrasting pair of character. Here he has taken 2 contrasting pair of character. Here who has taken? The father of genetics, John Mendel, has taken 2 contrasting characters. That is round yellow and ringed green. Round yellow means round So here R Y, here small R Y, and here cross after cross pollination, they will not be getting R Y Y. So here four different types of plants are produced. Four different types of plants are produced. So now we can see the checkerboard or Punnett square board. We can see after we can understand clearly. So Punnett square board is like checkerboard. Like in maths you are studying probability. Here probable chance of getting how many types of genotype can be better explained in a what Punnett square board or checkerboard. So that we can see now. So here stated here, the one capital Y means round yellow. Here, himself we can say wrinkled yellow. So that we cannot say this round, since the round R which is capital R only we can say dominant. So here what we can say wrinkled yellow, and here round green. Here small Y means green. Here also what we can say this is green, wrinkled green. So we have so we have tried the same R Y, small r, capital Y, and we have to write capital R, small y, then we have to write small r, small y. So now just take maths, you have to do R Y at R means R, capital Y, capital Y here getting. Then next R is here R, small r, then capital Y, then here R, two capital R, then Y, capital Y, small y, then next R, capital R, small r, here capital Y, small y, then we are getting R, capital R, small r, capital Y, then we are getting small r, then capital Y, then R, capital R, small y, R, capital Y, small y, then small r, capital Y, small y, then second we are getting R, here capital Y, small y, then R, capital Y, small y, then R, small y, here R, capital R, small y. So see here R, capital Y, small y, then small r, then capital Y, small y, then we are getting capital R, small r, then small y, then we are getting small r, small y. So if you see here R, capital R and capital Y is there means we can get it as round yellow. So it is round yellow. So next, so here it is 1, number 1. Then here also capital R is there, capital Y is there. So this is number 2. Then here also capital R is there and capital Y is there. This is number 3. So here capital R is there, capital Y is there, number 4. Here also capital R is there, so number 5. Y is dominant, capital Y, so it is green. Again, sorry, yes, green, round green, round, wrinkled, wrinkled yellow. It is wrinkled yellow. We can take 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So we are getting a wrinkled yellow 3. Then next we have to see here. Here R means round. Round Y, small y means green. So round green. Round green we are getting how much? 1, 2, 3. So we are getting round green 3. So 3. And finally we are getting one wrinkled green. So we are getting one wrinkled green. So now we are getting the denotative ratio. What the denotative ratio is? How can we write that? 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. This is known as the denotative ratio. Do you understand? So what right highlighted cross means? We have taken two contrasting characters. That is round yellow and wrinkled green. So here I made the class. In first generation we got only round yellow. And the second F2 generation we have got 4 types of different plants. Again by crossing over, we have done the probability, the probable outcomes of genotype. Then we are getting 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. Understand? So whatever in capital R means we have to take as round. Capital Y means we have to take it as yellow. So round yellow. If it is small r means a wrinkled. Capital L means yellow. So wrinkled yellow. So there later we have to find there. Here capital R and what we are given? Small y. So we can take this as round green. Small y means round green. So here ry and ry, small r and small y. So wrinkled green. We can take as wrinkled green. So we are getting the denotative ratio 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. This is the denotative ratio. So based on this, Mendel has given 3 types of laws. That is, first law is law of dominance. The second one is law of segregation. So here Mendel has given 3 laws: law of dominance, law of segregation, law of independent assortment. Law of dominance means, already we have said, if in first generation we are getting only dominant character, the same character we don't get in what? F2 generation. So that is known as law of dominance. Already we have said in the monohybrid class also, first we are getting capital T and capital J, small t and small t, and when we are the first generation we are Okay children, and next class we can see the other two labs. Thank you.